people. Let's talk about this, right? So earlier on today we had a lovely conversation. One of our members, Costan, basically, he shared something regarding pudgy penguins, pengu coin, or whatever it's called, right? So they're doing a massive airdrop today. Loads of people have made tons of money out of it, and there was some like misunderstanding whether you could claim with a random wallet, or you can basically claim if you only hold the pudgy penguin NFT, right? So I'm going to talk about this today. Also going to talk a little bit about the market. I'm not that bothered about the market because I think I've kind of warned you guys about what the market's going to do or what it looks like. So it really doesn't bother me that much on the market side of things, right? But let's talk about pudgy penguins, right? So we're going to talk about this because this is pretty awesome. Awesome, nice to see you, Jubair. Awesome, nice to see you. Faisal, salam, brother, nice to see you as well, right? So this is quite interesting. So I didn't think about this until Crypto Roach, right, one of our members, until Crypto Roach actually said something, and he showed a tweet from someone, or X, right, from someone, and that made sense to me. I was like, that makes more sense, right? So he actually specifically said that he tried multiple wallets and he was able to get it from a wallet in 2023. Now, here's a few theories. I don't know what the story is, but I'm going to give you a theory that I have, right? Which kind of should make sense, because it makes sense to me. So I'm not sure whether it makes sense to you or not, right? So if you're here for the first time, guys, my name is Sham. This is X5. The truth is always out there. Smash that like button, all right? Please smash that like button. Whether you subscribe or not, I don't really care. I see my brother Desi track. Awesome, brother. Salam, my G. Salam, salam. So this is interesting. This is very interesting because it was like an instant thought that I've had, right? So, and in fact, this is 5 minutes ago. So I'm live right now because of that, right? And I made a thumbnail based on that as well. So let's go on this, right? You're gonna understand this, and I recommend all of you, after you listen to what I've got to say, go and try it out. Go and try it out. So one of the things I always say to people, guys, whenever there's a claim or some airdrop or something where you got to connect your wallet, always be cautious, right? Connect a burner wallet just in case. If you're unsure, connect a burner wallet. Of course, if it comes from the original source, then it's fine, right? Then yeah, connect, no problem, right? I don't see much issues there, but connect it. You know what I mean, right? But if you got doubts, then always use a burner wallet, right? Burner wallet, remember this. Now, so in my case, what I did was, so when the link was shared to me, I thought, okay, I'll test it out. Now, I had a wallet which I've done loads of transactions on. I see Billy. Awesome, nice to see you. So there was a wallet where I've done tons of transactions from 2017, right? So this wallet is from 2017. It's a MetaMask wallet that I've had since 2017. I've done ins and out. Technically, it's like a burner wallet for me, so I don't hold funds there, but I do move funds through there. If I do a transaction, whatnot, then I usually use that as my burner. So it's got loads and loads of transactions, because the information I got was if you've done transactions, then you can actually get some. So for me, that was like, okay, this one has one of the highest amount of transactions that I've did. Let me use that and see what happens. And believe me, in the past I've been lucky where there have been multiple airdrops, and I've managed to claim stuff. But in this case, I wasn't. I was like, okay, maybe it's because I don't hold anything for pudgy, right? I'm not part of the community, right? So let's see. Billy says, Bradford guy, awesome, nice, my brother, nice. Desi, I think Billy, I think I'm not sure. I think Faisal is near to you. I'm not sure. Anyway, wherever you guys are from, yeah, let us know in the chats here. But Faisal, Desi track, they're all from well, I'm not sure Desi track, but everyone's up from the other side. I'm in London anyway. I'm in London. So awesome, nice to see you here, right? So let's talk about this, right? So so pudgy penguin, right? So obviously there's a bit of a confusion, because on their website, if you go right to the bottom of the website, you will notice that it says, like, if you're part of the community, then you can claim, right? But then on Twitter or what do you call this, x.com, right, there's other people saying that they've claimed it without a different wallet, sorry, with a complete different wallet. I see, let's go here. Dude, I flipped my BTC into X. Okay, we'll talk about this, right? Let's talk about this, right? This is going to be interesting. So smash those likes, guys. If you're here, smash those likes, okay? I want to see as many people on the views stream. I want to see that many likes right now, please. All right, smash those likes. All right, let's go. We're going to talk about this. Let's finish off pudgy penguin, and then we're going to carry on, brother. So So the information I got on the website, even though I've tested it, I've tested my Ethereum wallet, I've tested my Phantom wallet. So just to understand what's going on, if I can claim some, because I've done loads, I've bought loads of memes and XYZ. And on my Phantom wallet, I also hold the Genesis token for the Solana phone. So I do get a bunch of airdrops every now and then. Whenever I get one, I dump them. But we're going to get to that in a bit, right? So I've tested my wallets. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can get some pudgy penguins, right? Or pingu, whatever, right? I didn't get any. I didn't get any. I was like, okay, maybe because of that. So I tried my Phantom wallet because someone says try Phantom. I said, okay, I'll try my Phantom, right? So I tried my Phantom wallet, nothing. All right, Phantom's not as interesting as my Ethereum wallet because, as I said, it's a freaking burner wallet since 2017, right? So I didn't get any. So I'm thinking, no, okay, I'm not sure. So I'm telling everybody, just be cautious, guys. Anyway, right? It is what it is, right? And then obviously, Crypto Roach comes along and he says to me, no, he's actually managed to claim it, but he's tested multiple wallets and he realized that he was able to only claim it on one specific wallet from 2023. And in my head, I just clicked to me. I was like, I think I know why I didn't get any. I'm not a big NFT guy. I do hold NFTs, by the way, and I have held a few NFTs on Ethereum, right? From specific groups. I've held a whole bunch of NFTs on Solana, and I've held a whole bunch of NFTs on Base Network and Matic as well. So those are the things, but usually those were to do with interactions or whatever. It wasn't specifically, oh, I like that. In fact, there was a bunch of Azuki ones I did like, so those are a different story, right? So I did like those, and hence why I bought them, right? So, but I didn't get any, and I'm thinking, okay, I've got a feeling that pudgy penguins, this is my theory, guys, understand this, this could be a conspiracy, right? Of course, I'm not conspiring with anybody else, but it could be a theory. This is a theory, right? I've got a feeling pudgy penguins, the creators of pudgy penguins, have been involved in other NFTs. And if they've been involved in other NFTs, then if you've randomly bought one of their NFTs from the past, before pudgy came out, then you're eligible. All right, and probably they're just sending some over to the whales because that's where the big volume comes in, right? So volume, let me explain, right? So if you're going to send say 100,000 coins to somebody and it's worth like say 10k, 20k, 50k, if that person buys and sells whatever, then obviously you're going to see a big pumps, right? So that's volume, how volume works. Remember I said volume is down, up and down, both together. It's in the same candle. So when you see volume, you see $1 million volume. Sometimes people dumping can also show up as volume as well. So I've got a feeling that's what's happening here right now. So they must have given it to people who have held or interacted with one of their NFTs, because I don't think that's just the only NFT, right? Of course, this is probably the most popular one, hence why they're doing the Pengu coin or whatever they call it, right? So I've got a feeling that's what's going on this one. Because yes, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and test the rest of my wallets that I have, like for example, the one I said I've done Azuki with. I'm going to go and test all of those wallets and see if I could also claim some as well. Why not, guys? Because listen, if they're giving us free crypto, dump the shit out of it. That's what I'm going to do. Excuse my language, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm hoping to claim some because I'm going to dump it. Like for example, the Solana. I didn't hold Solana phone number 1. I didn't hold that. The Saga, I didn't hold that, right? I just missed it because I didn't see the point of it, right? But I didn't understand that they're going to do airdrops. But with the second Solana chapter, I own a couple of those, right? So it's not just one, I own a couple of those. And then they changed it to the Solana Seeker. Now it's called the Seeker. And the Solana creators, the phone creators, developers, right, they went on stage and whatnot, and they've been telling people, look guys, we're making this a ecosystem where you will have airdrops come straight to you because you hold a Solana Seeker phone. So that just grows the community. So of course it's a marketing tactic, right? And they're going to basically, if say a million people are holding these phones, then they made 1 million sales, right? That's how it is, right? We understand what it is, guys. We understand what it is. But ultimately it opens up doors for other communities, like new communities, fresh communities, to come along and start doing airdrops directly to the Solana phone holders, right? So that you immediately get massive holders, which is brilliant, by the way. I think this is one of the best. Guys, smash those like buttons if you haven't already, right? All right, I'm not asking anybody to so yes, Crypto Roach, nice to see you, my brother. Yes, this is what it is. So if you haven't bought a Solana phone, believe me, it pays for itself, because I've got a couple and both are already paid off from the airdrops that I've had. I've already got plenty of airdrops. I dumped them, boom, the phones are for free for me. So I'm still holding the chapter 2 token, right? And the seeker thing. I'm holding that, and I'm getting airdrops just because I hold that. And every other day, like every once a week, I get at least some sort of an airdrop. Of course, some of them are crappy, like you get these compressed NFTs, right, which are not NFTs, like compressed coins. You can't sell, do anything, so those ones I just discard. But the legit ones, right, they'll drop it to you, and yeah, you cash out, that's it. And if you think the coin's good, you can go back in and buy it again. For example, Maneki, when that came out, when that was airdropped to me first, so I dumped it, right? I dumped it a couple of $100s, right? Dumped it, and then I bought the bottom and I just sat on it. So yeah, I literally bought it with profit money, right? But what I'm saying is the phone has been paid off for me. You see what I mean? So that's how I look at it anyway. So with the thing, and so with this pudgy one, I was thinking maybe they would do something like this, but they didn't. So I don't know what's going on. But I would highly recommend, if you guys have interacted with OpenSea or anything like that, right? Or any of the Solana ecosystem, because I think the coin is going to be launched on Solana, by the way. I think the coin, the Pingu, is going to be launched on Solana, if I'm correct. But whatever, doesn't matter. As long as you've interacted and whatnot with some NFTs and whatever, go and test out your wallets. Just don't forget to disconnect it before you try another wallet, right? Please don't go around doing all these wallets. Disconnect the wallet, right? So whenever you connect, permission, disconnect, try next one. And if you're able to claim it into whatever Solana wallet you want, right, do that. That's fine. And then you're getting some free money. That's all it is, right? So that's pretty much it. So anyway, let's get into the chat. So Let's Go says, I'd really like to take some profits on my BTC. I don't want to cash out because of being taxed. What stablecoin would you recommend I put my profits in? Tether is the one I'm going to be betting on because it's probably the least centralized. You know what I mean? But saying that there are plenty of other USD peg coins, right? And it also depends on how much you're cashing out, right? If you're going to be what do you call this, if you're going to be going into stables, right? How much? Now, what I do recommend to people is, guys, whatever stable coin you choose, don't cash out straight away, because we're still in the game, by the way. The game's not over yet. Even though we're in a bloody day today, the game's not over. This is just the charts, the way everyone's been bullish. I'm sure you guys have seen me on the last couple of streams where I've said to guys, look, we're seeing a divergence. We're seeing a bearish divergence forming, even on a daily, right? So yeah, we don't even know why this thing is pumping, but it's pumping. But you know what? Just be careful, right? Put a stop loss. So if you put a stop loss, at least that way it will protect you, right? Because we went to $108,000, guys. Celebrate that. $108,000, right? It's really good. We're heading towards $4 trillion. Again, celebrate that. But the point is look, when we're going to come down, if we get a correction, right, which we haven't had yet, so this is not a big correction, right? If we get a correction, we could easily bleed down 10, 15, 20%. When we do that, then you can buy some discount. Do you know what I mean? And that's when you want to, you want your exchange to, like, when you stop loss, right, you want it to exit out into a particular stable. So it's a whole different story. But yeah, there's plenty out there. You can select whatever you want. If you're in multiple different exchanges, I always say diversify, right? My advice is diversify. So don't just go into Tether. Do some Tether, do some ROUSD, do some USDC, do some USDE, right? So many out there, guys, so many. So whatever you want, my advice is different exchanges, try different things and diversify, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Do you know what I mean, right? You don't want to be tracked that way. So do that and stay safe. That's the most important thing, right? So Roach says, I also have been mining Helium Mobile for 4 years, about to switch to their mobile services for only 20 a month. That's not bad, brother. Helium, by the way, Helium has partnered with Solana now, by the way. Do you know that? In fact, when Solana's the Seeker phone launches, I think people are going to get a couple of months for free, right? That's Helium is going to be like the provider. So Helium's partnered with them. I'm seeing this massive collaboration between a lot of these, like hardware, like Solana's now becoming the hardware company, right? A crypto hardware company. Helium's already a crypto hardware company, right? And yeah, a kind of both of them, like Helium's paid for itself, right? So I haven't mined Helium because where I am, it's not worth it, right? People don't use public networks or whatnot, right? Everyone's got their own private thing, so it's not worth it for me. So hence why I didn't mine Helium, right? Or get the network, basically. But most people who have done it in some good areas and whatnot, right? Yeah, they've done all right. And there's another company as well, World Mobile. So that's another upcoming thing, and I think they have a coin. I'm not quite sure. I think I remember the ticker. I think it's no, I can't remember. I don't remember the ticker, but they do have a ticker, something with X, right? But they're actually partnered with Helium as well, just in case you didn't know, right? So they're going to be like the connection for Helium, while Helium does all the hardware stuff, right? That's how it's going to be. So, and then you got Solana being the mobile. So yeah, there's a lot of collaboration going on, guys. Yeah, you know, maybe you want to look into that, right? So I'm not going to say anything else. But yeah, $20 a month is brilliant. I mean, for me, like I have unlimited internet, unlimited data, unlimited text. Unlimited means unlimited, literally I can use whatever I want. And when I go anywhere in Europe, I think in 72 countries in Europe, I don't have to pay anything extra, right? For me. So yeah, for what I think close to like $20 as well, and I've had that for God knows how long, right? So I've been a member of my network for a very, very long time. Yeah, we have some issues every now and then, but every other network does. But yeah, I just get the best deal. So for me, that's how it's been. Anyway, so let's see what it says. They say they pay you to turn on your location so they are able to map out the area, so the phone line pays for itself too. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole idea. I mean, there was this situation where I think Helium Network and that World Mobile thing, including Solana or something, I'm not sure exactly. No, it wasn't Solana. It was those two, Helium together. They actually helped out some area where they had some kind of a hurricane or something like this. Like they had some situation, like some disaster, and they went in to help it because normal traditional phone companies couldn't get their engineers out to help them, but these guys were there and they did it within a few hours. People were on their phones, so that was a nice little promotional stunt on a actual live situation, which is brilliant. And they did some marketing thing for that as well. There's a video out there, go and check it out. So Crypto Roach says the FBTC dominance looks weak, and on a downtrend I'd switch to Sol F. Some people are thinking about that. Some people are thinking about that. And I know, Roach, you've talked about Sol versus F on Discord with KR as well. I don't know how to put this, right? So let's put it this way. It's got to be maths, right? Obviously, we're going to do maths, right? And there was one thing you mentioned that actually made sense to me. So believe me, I do read the Discord. I was just so tired yesterday, hence why I went to bed, right? Because so many other stuff like in life. Let's put it this way. We're going to look at percentage, and you're right about one thing. Solana, how many percentage it's done since the bottom, right? So Solana went down to like $10, $12. We all know this, right? So from that point, it's basically 21x right now. So it's about 2,000% up since the bottom, right? After the lunar crash, lunar nonsense, right? So it's been performing well. So technically, it's had its run. Has it got energy? Yeah, maybe another 1x, maybe another 2x. Hence why I said $400. I didn't go above $400 because I don't see the momentum being there. But of course, anything could happen. It's crypto, right? That's a different story. But because we've had a previous pump, we're good where we are, right? We're good where we are. It doesn't matter even if it doesn't go to 260. We're good where we are because of when we bought it and how far we've gone. Now, ETH went to, I think, $700 or $800 or maybe $900. I can't remember correctly, around that figure, right? So from that point, right, ETH has so far done what? 4x, 3x more profit, 4x basically from the price. So if you look at it, it's like, okay, hold on. ETH maybe has another 1 or 2, maybe even 3x from here, right? Because of that momentum that we're looking at, right? Everything does a 10x, right? Let's put it this way. So we're looking for a 10x, right? So if we at what, $900 bottom, and now we're looking at a 10x, that we should expect a 9k ethereum. That's what we're expecting, which is reasonable, right? If Solana went to $10, we should have expected $100, and we've got $220 or currently $216. Brilliant. So that's how we got to look at certain things, right? But of course, if we're now going to start flipping things, then we're going to have to look at the percentage. I'm going to say, all right, fine. How much percentage can we make on something? Is it worth the risk, right? Solana recently has been kind of heavily been impacted because I haven't seen Solana originally when the World Economic Forum, when they formed and everything, Solana was a partner of them. But recently, I haven't heard anything about them because they were like the Visa of crypto, right? They were like the Visa of crypto, and they were talking about them. They were on the published papers and everything. But recently, they're not on that headlines. Do you know what I mean? I see other companies. I see Quant. I see Algo. I see XLM. I see XRP. I see XDC. I forgot what XDC is, by the way. I see them. I see a whole bunch of other coins there, right? Including BNB. BNB, for God's sake. I see BNB there, right? I see Ethereum there, but I don't see Solana. And I'm thinking, hold on, what's going on? Why isn't Solana on that list for? So it's a bit concerning. So there may be something going on internally where there's been some sort of a paradigm shift, right? Where the institutions or the regulators or whoever these people are favoring some companies over others, right? For whatever reason, we don't know. We can only speculate, right? Or we can only assume certain things, right? So this is one of the reasons I think Solana may not actually perform as much. I think this is it, right? $400, yeah, maybe we can expect that during a parabola, but anything more than that, I wouldn't really bet on it. Do you know what I mean? If I'm seeing coins on a list, on a government list, I'll bet on those because I know there's institutions are already eyeing those up and they're going to be buying every single dip, at least up to the parabola, right? And we are expecting a parabola, right? Only thing I see, like for me, what I would really love to see is a correction before a parabola because that gives us a better momentum. Of course, if we don't get that, then we've got a problem, right? So let's go and read more comments now. Faisal says, Sham, isn't it because for at Let's Go, even if he converts BTC to space, it's taxable? It is taxable. Everything is taxable, guys. Listen, everything's taxable, right? In traditional markets, it's a whole different story. But like when we come here, like if like say for example, you have shares, right? You have shares, right? I mean, when do you pay your taxes? When you take them out, right? When you pay your, say for example, you bought, you sold, you bought the dip again, you pumped up again, you made a little bit of profit, whatever. But you don't pay taxes until you cash out, right? Until it comes to your bank, right? So that's the main taxable event. Well, in UK, they've made everything a taxable event. Basically, you can't even have a fart anymore because it's going to be taxable, right? Soon they're going to tax you for breathing. Do you know what I mean? It's just getting ridiculous. And that's wrong. They need to reevaluate those rules they've made, those terms they made, because what they're doing is they're chasing people away. And that's exactly what's happening. You know, I know, we all know this. It's all over the news, right? A lot of people who have made shit tons of money, right? Life-changing money have left. Why? Because, hold on, you're not going to let us even breathe. Ultimately, if we're here, we make money and we pay our taxes the normal way, because there's a abnormal, this is abnormal, right? If you pay a normal way, where you're not punished for everything, everything's taxable, because you're now scaring people away, right? Hence why people are leaving. Do you know what I mean? Hence why people are not even bothered declaring anymore. Hence why people are now getting off exchanges and going onto decentralized exchanges. And they're like, you know what? We don't need you to know anything, because here we've tried to accommodate. We want to be, everyone wants to do things the right way, right? Because it benefits everybody. But if you're now going to start stabbing us every time, right? Literally, because it feels like a stab, right? Everything is taxable. Seriously, when's people going to make any money? Right? So that's become an issue. So we know this, right? So everything is taxable depending on your country, depending on the rules and laws of your country, but also like where you're doing it, right? I can't really say much, obviously, on a live stream. I'm not going to say much, but wherever you're doing this, it's depends, right? Whether you're doing it on a centralized exchange, whether you're doing it on a decentralized exchange, how you're doing it, it's a whole different story. I can't say anything on a live stream, put it this way, right? So yes, everything is taxable, right? Depends on where you are and what your aims and goals are, right? Roach says, I do all my trading through Ledger, so I don't get taxed. Ledger, be careful, bro. Be careful. Ledger has your data, has your email, unless you have given them a fake email and fake details, then yeah, fine. But Ledger, be careful, because remember, Ledger, if they are ordered, then they will actually disclose the information. So Ledger's not, I mean, the device probably is, but the company itself is not, because it's a corporate company, right? It's institutional company, so you got to be careful about those things. So when we talk about decentralized, we need it to be proper decentralized, right? Not half-assed, right? Because that's what we're getting now. We're getting companies that claim to be decentralized but fully funded by institutions, fully on the books, right? How you decentralized? You're not decentralized. Decentralized means that there's a complete disconnection between the founders, the company, and the operations with the product. Complete disconnection. That's decentralized. Do you know what I mean? So we're not getting that. So let's see what happens anyway. Let's Go says, I'd like to take 10k profit from BTC top in about 12 to 18 months and then buy back when BTC slides down 60-80%. Thanks for the recommendation of Teva. No problem, bro. I'm not recommending anything. I'm just saying when you do certain things, make sure to diversify. And diversification doesn't mean you hold multiple coins. That's a whole different type of diversification. When you're actually selling crypto, my recommendation is don't do it through one exchange, because sometimes exchanges will flop, fail, whatever will happen, right? You might have issues. So always, if you've got multiple exchanges, multiple decks, whatever, use all of them and split your trade through there. Like, so when you're selling, split it amongst them. That way you don't have to hold the same thing. And also when you're having USDC, USDT, ROUSD, whatever you want to talk about, it's diversified, so you don't put in everything in one asset. That way you're protected a little bit more. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Roach says, I agree, Solana only getting up to 600-700, possibly. Look, last season I was hoping Solana goes to $1,000, right? But we got stopped at 260. Do you know what I mean? We didn't even go anywhere. This season I said, okay, you know, I'm going to be a little bit more careful about what I say, because obviously all the number, because I'm calculating about all the coins that we have and the market shares, right? Each coin take. So I'm like, okay, I know what Solana's doing, I know what Solana can do, but in order for Solana to pump, Solana has to do something freaking amazing, right? If it doesn't do something amazing, then what's happening is the meme coin factory, right? They're literally just pumping and dumping and taking people's Solana. So it's not really bringing anything, right? So we need to see some sort of a hype, some sort of a news, something that excites us, right? The community, because listen, I'm a big Solana holder. And I've been holding for a very long time. So for me, I want to see my Solana go up. Do you know what I mean? So end of the day, if I can go to like $500, $600, $700, great. However, I'm still being careful. I'm saying, you know what, $400, that's the first target, right? If we can get there, we're good. If we can't get there, okay, fine, let's try 260 at least, right? Previous all-time high. So I'm still hopeful. Listen, I'm still hopeful. I think, yeah, when the move comes, the move will come. But before that move, we need a correction in BTC more than anything else. That correction will dump the market. Like, when we're going to talk about the market, you'll understand, right? And I've been talking about how this works, right? When you go up a certain percentage in BTC and then come down a certain percent, everything else bleeds faster. And that's the problem we've got, right? Because BTC has the power to bleed other things much more, even though it probably only bleeds 1 or 2%. And that's the risk we don't want. You know what I mean? Hence why we'd rather have BTC dump 10, 15, 20% right now, let the entire market kind of come back and then do what they need to do, right? And then they start pushing, right? Basically a proper altcoin season, because we are in the middle of an altcoin season. So we want to see a proper altcoin season, proper altcoin push, and then BTC can recover and end the market if it wants. That's not a problem. But before that, let's test for something. We need to test, you know what I mean? So the one thing says, what are you trading? Everything, brother. We trade everything. Trade everything, right? Buy the dips, buy the reds. Basically, Roach and me, we love the reds. So you buy the red, you sell the green. It doesn't matter what it is. Buy, trade. And yeah, this is a season to make money. We don't think about what coin we're going to pick. We just pick the top 50, top 100, whatever. Anything on the top, like coin market cap, pick those ones and just start pumping. That's what it is. Let's Go says, I don't trade, I hodl, but I'd like to take profits this cycle. I've been in the game for a few years and would like to accumulate more BTC than just DCA. Yes, my brother, I don't recommend DCA. This is not the time to DCA. This is what I've said. Let's Go. You've probably seen me on other videos banging on about this, and I know I get a lot of hate for this, right? Because I say to people, I said, guys, this is the season to make the money. You're in it to make the money. Make the money, right? And make the money means, you know, whatever. You don't need to take the profits or go home and have a holiday. If you do, by all means, that's a good thing, right? Enjoy your life. But say, for example, you're just investing for the next 5 years. Well, don't be a dummy and just hold for 5 years and DCA into it and keep on putting money in, because it's like a freaking black hole, right? You just, it's like a void. You're putting money down, but you're not taking anything out. What I recommend is, when these times come in the bull market, where we're about to have a parabola, we're about to come to the beginning of, this is the beginning of the end, right? We're about to go and end the bull market. So you've made all of these lovely, amazing gains. Cash out, sit back, wait, right? Let it dump 50-60% and then start DCAing back in. What you'll realize is you're going to accumulate more coins than you had before. That's all I promote. I don't promote anything else. I'm like, why do you need to spend your own money? Spend your profit money to double your holdings. Do you know what I mean? Do that, rinse and repeat that a few cycles, and you've made it, right? You've made it. And it doesn't take long, guys. Listen, put it this way, right? I think the other day I said 11 steps, but actually, if you have $1,000 and you multiply it by 2, right? So $1,000, and you keep on adding 1x to that. So that means 1,000 becomes 2,000, 2,000 becomes 4,000, 4,000 becomes 8,000, 8,000 to 16, and so on and so forth. You only have to do it 10 times. You double your money 10 times. You made $1 million with $1,000, right? $1,000. And believe me, each cycle, sometimes we actually do a 1x in every other day, right? And like, for example, this cycle, someone bought Ethereum, they did 4x already. Do you know what I mean? Solana, right? I already spoke about it. That's 20,000%. That's 20 times. Okay, didn't do it in one go, but that's 20 times. So it doesn't take long for you to make money. Do you know what I mean? So that's a very important thing you need to understand. Roach says, Sol has 2.5 billion unlocking in March. I plan to be out for token profits by then. Exactly, my brother. You got to be careful, right? Remember, there's also, if you go to CoinMarketCap, again, there's a section now where you can see token unlocks. So go and track it there. I recommend that. It's free. It's a free tool. Just browse through it and you'll see categories and whatnot. But one of the things you'll see is unlocks. Look at your unlocks and plan ahead. And I normally recommend, if the unlock is today, for example, then you need to plan for yourself 2 weeks in advance, because everyone else is going to do it 2 weeks in advance, right? So always try and be before everybody else. You know what I mean? So whatever you plan, you want to execute it before everyone else, because if you don't, you're going to be the last one in, right? Because remember what I always say as well, guys, if you're not going to take the profit, somebody else will, right? Let's go. I've said this many times, Roach, I've said this many times, Faisal, everybody, I've said this many times, right? If you're not going to take the profit, somebody else is going to take the profit, right? So why give them that chance? You do it before them, right? There's no harm in that. So Let's Go says, I don't want to cash out and put in the bank because of taxes, obviously. Then how do I get around taxes to buy in at a lower price in BTC? If you're in crypto, you stay in crypto, brother. Stay in crypto. That's what a lot of people are doing, right? People who are in crypto, they're making generational wealth. They're not bringing a single penny, a dime, whatever you want to call it, a cent, right, back to their bank. They're not bringing a single penny back to their banks, right? And this is all of this, by the way, it's 100% illegal, right? But it's happening because of the laws, because of what the government's done. People are saying, well, fuck you, excuse my language, but people are like, F you, we're going to another country which is tax-free, which doesn't punish us for being wealthy, right? Because remember, people who are in this country, for example, in the UK, right? People who are wealthy, who have a certain level of income or investments in businesses, they actually don't even have to pay taxes, because there's ways around, right? There's legal methods how they don't pay taxes. They get tax exempt, right? But then an individual gains that kind of money. All of a sudden, the man has to go and pay all of these taxes and pay it all off. In the UK, as high as 40%, right? So a lot of people, and this is happening in many parts of the world, right? People are just saying, well, hold on, we're not going to declare it. And they don't. And this is a sad reality where people could act. There's trillions of dollars just sitting in people's wallets that the government would have received some tax from, which benefits the country. But because of the strict rules the government put on people, people don't declare it. People are willing to die with it, go to their grave with it. They're like, what's the point telling you people? Because at the end of the day, you just want to take away what I've achieved, what I've earned. You know, people's faith, people's belief. People have been hodling for 5-6 years. Some people hodling for 10 years, right? And you just come along and you want to sweep it all away. What the hell? What the hell? What did you give me to take that money? Did you add any value to take that? Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those kind of things. Faisal says, Sham, tell them about your consultancy for those who are okay, Faisal, I don't plug anything, you know, my brother. I've never ever plugged anything, but I'll just mention it because he's mentioned on the chat. So normally I don't talk about stuff like this on the on YouTube or anything like this. I don't plug my thing, but I do have a private thing that I do. So I consult people on like planning, let's just say planning, how to plan for your finances, what to buy, what not to buy, and all of those kind of. I do that on a private thing, so that's a whole different story. So Faisal, I'm not gonna explain it because I don't do that. This YouTube was not for me to advertise my consultancy. I don't plug stuff. You know that. Come on, brother. There is no links below. I don't need anybody to sign up. The only thing I say, guys, join the community. Let's grow the community. If you want to join Discord, it's for free. That's it. And you can reach me there if you want. Other than that, no. That's because remember, I keep it to friends and family, because I don't want every Tom, Dick and Harry and anybody. I don't want anybody to just come and ask me for that service, because you don't know who's there. You know what I mean? So we've got to keep it a bit hush hush. Let's go, says El Salvador, here I come. Do you do one-to-one? Yes, that's what it is basically. So yes, let's go, that's what it is. But as I said, I don't advertise it here. People who want to know about it or have any questions and whatnot, you're welcome to contact me through Discord or whatnot later on, but I don't do it here, please. I don't. Faisal says, I know, bro, you're humble, but I'm plugging it free. No, you are, and I understand that, and I appreciate that. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but it's just like, it's not my style. You know what I mean? I've never ever done it on YouTube. I've never gone to YouTube to try and get clients from there. I've got plenty, that's the thing, and believe me, I'm freaking busy from that. So you know, all the consultations that I do, and funny thing is during a bull market, I'm the busiest. By the way, this is the truth. Bear market, nobody wants to talk. Nobody cares. No one's got plans. In the bear market, the time when they should be planning, when they should be overbooking me, they don't plan. But whenever a bull market comes, everyone wants me. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, as I said, there's so much I can talk here because of obviously legal reasons. There's no financial advice and whatnot, right? Of course, I'm not giving anybody financial advice. But when we're talking privately, it's a whole different story. There are maybe things we can suggest, we can talk, plan, and all sorts of stuff. So that's what I do basically. So that's what I've been doing for many years now. And yeah, been building quite a client base, hence why sometimes you might hear me talking about, oh, I know this guy, or I've spoken to that guy, or I have a friend there, or one of my clients is this. You might hear me talking about stuff like this. That's because I actually get to meet these people, wonderful people from different walks of life, different professions, right? And I get to learn a lot from them as well. So it's not just me providing a service. I sometimes get valuable information back, and I find it quite helpful. So it is what it is anyway. So guys, if you're here for the first time, my name is Sham, this is Zero X-Files. Smash that like button. I don't care if you subscribe, that doesn't matter. As I've just said, I'm not here for that, but smash that like button so other people can actually get some value. Now let's talk about the market quickly. So the market, as you guys probably have noticed, for almost like yesterday I didn't do a live. I was too tired, and number two, I was actually observing the metrics, like the analytics for the YouTube videos that I did, right? And I will kind of talk a little bit about that. But anyway, so I was really busy and I was tired as well, and so I didn't bother doing it live, right? And really didn't want to talk about anything. So with the market, you probably know, see Matthew D Hart, what's up, brother? What's up? I'm good, man, I'm good. We've dropped loads of Pudgy Penguin stuff, and we've been talking about all sorts of other stuff as well, brother. I recommend, if you can, go back to the beginning, you probably get some value. But I'm about to drop the market status right now. So let's talk about this, right? So the last few videos you've probably seen up where I've been talking about how BTC looks so cool, everything looks so good, market's pumping. However, there was a bearish divergence forming on the RSI. I talked about this, it's on the live streams, you can go and see it, right? And it just didn't feel right to me. So I said, look guys, yeah, if it goes, it goes, but you know, larger time frame, it wants to go down. That's what I'm saying. But of course, I want to see a big drop. I want to see 20%, 25%, right? I want to see a massive correction, right? And you're probably wondering, why would this freak show want a correction 25%? Well, I'll tell you what, I have a stop loss, number one, that protects me. If we get 25%, well, I'm buying 25% more than I had before. Do you know what I mean? So guys, me talking about stop loss all the time, me talking about trailing stop all the time is a way of reminding you guys, use that tool. It's free. Use that tool, right? Because you would see the benefit once you get used to it, once you get hooked onto it, right? You'll be addicted to it, right? I'm freaking addicted to it because it saves me all the time, right? So use that tool, right? And so the market bleeds anyway. So I'm hoping a 20-25% correction, 20-25% correction, because I know that's how I'm going to make the accumulate the most amount. right? Accumulate the most amount. However, I do feel we still have another leg up, right? So the market is going to give us another leg up at least, right? So we've still got another, I would say so far, just hypothetically, it's not accurate. There is no absolute data. I don't have a crystal ball, but looks like we've got approximately another month for another pump. Now, whether the pump goes on for another 6 months, that's a different story. Again, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't tell you. All I can see is what I can tell you. So this particular, like, you know, market coming down, bleeding out, of course, the effect, we talked about it when BTC goes up to 108K, it pumps down, 2-3%. Because it's a larger number, 2-3% becomes a huge number to everything else. So everything else just bleeds out even more. So yeah, we are seeing a little bit of bloodbath there. However, I would say, you know what, now that this has happened, that's fine, no worries, don't panic too much. If you've got a stop loss, you just got yourself discounts, go and buy the dip, right? That's how, this is exactly how you buy the dip. You sell on a stop loss, and then when it bleeds out even more, go buy the dip, right? So that's one you can do. Of course, no financial advice, go and burn your money, do whatever, but everything else is looking good, right? So I would say let this week pass, right? Maybe even by the end of the week, so in the next couple of days, maybe by the end of the week, we could start seeing a massive push back up again. So right now we're coming down, I would say 48 hours, maybe even 3 days, right? 72 hours, we could actually see a reversal back up to the green again. So by Sunday we should be good, right? So far everything is looking good. Weekly is good, I'm not complaining. When you look at the weekly charts, most of the supports that we basically, it was resistance, we broke above, we came back to test it, and we're holding them. So that's the key here. When you look at a bloodbath and you're holding a support for majority of the coins, that's important. That's like, guys, this is the strong level, right? So we're good. If they're like, for example, BTC went up to 108K, who cares? It's currently holding support at the 103. That's what matters. And remember, guys, those of you, Faisal, everybody on the Discord, you guys know this. There's a chart out there with the line drawn there, and I haven't changed that line. That line is fixed, right? And it's holding support around that level. Again, guys, we're good, right? Mathematically, we're good. So I'm not complaining about that. So yes, you know, now's the chance to buy some dips, right? Just be careful. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, Faisal says, Sham, you're a genuine guy, man. I hope all the YouTube comments and people watching understand this. If they understand me, they understand me. I am who I am, brother. You know me. Come on, man. You know, I don't come here for anything else, honestly. Like I said today, I said, guys, you want me to talk about something, let me know, I'll come on live, right? Did I say that, right? I didn't have a time, nothing. Then you said, and I was thinking like 4:30, so you said about 4:30. I said, yeah, fine, I'll come on at 4:30. I don't have a problem. Do you know what I mean? So I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you guys. Now, talking about this, so, you know, the other day we had a conversation regarding the direction we want the channel to go, right? The direction I want the channel to go, right? And I've talked about what you guys want. I've asked you a question. I left a questionnaire there's a poll on YouTube as well, right? There's multiple polls, but one of the main one is there, right? And I think there's a description. It's in the description. No, it's not on the description. It's on another video. But anyway, we had a poll, and I said, guys, what do you want? Do you want shorts? Do you want mid-form? Do you want live streams, or whatever you want? So I've spoken about that. I've let the public decide, right? So I'm still waiting for all of that data to come in. Let that come in. However, I've kind of left 2 videos, the short and a live stream, and I wanted to see how the data compares. And I can tell you, when I did the short and I left it there, that short hasn't had any views, apart from the immediate views that you guys gave it from the links that you connected. So when you clicked into it, you guys, right, on Discord and everything, that's all that I had. It didn't get outside views. Right? So maybe I have to change something, do some more work on it, algorithm, whatever, yeah, to promote the videos. However, the live stream, yeah, it's got hundreds of views, right? Almost close to 1,000 views. So think about that. Now I've thought about it. I'll say, okay, fine. I want to obviously accommodate everybody, right? So I know some of you guys don't like the long form videos. Some of you guys don't like coming on the live. You don't have the time, and I respect that. But I think it's going to impact the channel, right? So I have to keep a perfect balance. So I'm going to try and make my live streams as short as possible, not 3 hours long, obviously. Like today's one is 43 minutes. I am keeping an eye on the time, and I do have a timer on, by the way. So I'm going to try and keep them between half an hour to 1 hour maximum, so that way at least I can accommodate everybody with the live streams. I'm not going to do the pre-edited and this and that. Too much work, man. Too much work. I'm not going to do that. And shorts, yeah, maybe every now and then I'll do a short, but I don't think the shorts are going to be out there. Apart from the immediate community, I don't think anyone's going to watch the shorts, because the algorithm doesn't really help me with that, because I'm not a shorts channel, right? because listen, I've dug around. I've seen how the shorts channel pump videos because that's all they do. So people go to binge on those, right? I'm not a shorts channel. So for me, it's quite different. The algorithm works differently for me. So let's see what happens. Matthew says, Sham, can you drop the Discord link, please, sir? Couldn't find it on your links. It's there, brother. It's in the description. It's in the description. It's clearly there on the description. It's impossible if you can't find it. It's clearly there on the description. It says Discord. if it's not, I can't do it now. If it's not here, no, it is there. Look on, there's a link there that says all my links. Discord is there, right? If you go to my x.com, for example, it's there. It should be there. Even on the channel description or whatever it's called, there's links there, and I think Discord is there. It's always there because this channel, the YouTube, is actually connected. So YouTube is connected to the Discord. Sometimes we'll have a conversation like today. We had a conversation on Discord about pudgy penguins, and here we are talking about it on YouTube. So it's like a continuation, right? So obviously whatever I've said here, I'm not going to go back on Discord and talk about it. Roach says, click the part where it says coffee. I was also confused. I'm sorry if you are confused, I'll fix that. But yeah, it is wherever. It's there. It's there. I know it's there because I share, but if it's confusing, I'll put a clear link, guys. Hopefully that helps you. But I think the coffee does have it. Yes, on the coffee link there is a Discord link there. But yeah, there you go. Faisal's just shared it. There you go, guys. You can click that, and hopefully you can join the community from there. But as I said, it's a place where you can have a conversation. You can start a conversation, talk about something, no problem. And for me, the way I look at it is, look, end of the day, I'm building a community of like-minded people, and hopefully we can grow from there. And you know, we're keeping it nice and calm, tidy, and there's so much value. Roach joined us recently, and I'm sure he can vouch for it. There is good like-minded people, and by the way, we're not one of those, you know, you get those crazy Discord channels which are like popping non-stop. We're not like that. Most people are very mature there, very mature people there. So hopefully you will see it's not like a hyped up channel with hundreds of thousands of people there. All like-minded, mature people. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, I think I said about the market. Yeah, market looks good. I'm gonna say one thing, guys. Now, this is not a financial advice. Right? But if you guys, I mean, a lot of you may remember me talking about what's it called? Songbird. You must have seen me talk about Songbird and Flare. If you haven't looked at those on a red day, maybe you might want to just look at it. But of course, it's not financial advice. Do whatever you want. All right. Whatever XRP does, right? Whatever XRP does, pumps up or down, right? They follow. Remember that, they follow. And I'm not going to talk about the connection because I've already got a video on that, and that's got quite a few views, right? Have a look at it if you want to go and see that particular video, but they do follow each other. So if you're holding XRP, then there's 3 coins you shouldn't miss out, right? XLM, right? Songbird, SGB, and Flare, FLR. Don't miss them, right? And as a bonus, because they're part of that that report that I talked about, the WEF report, HBAR as well, Hedera hash graph, follow them as well, right? Whether you buy them or not, that's a different story. But centralized coins are going to pump. That's all I know, right? Because they've taken over, guys. We've had an invasion. We've been invaded. Our decentralization has been invaded by centralization, right? So do you know what? If you're already holding it, if you got some, right, beat them to it, keep it. So let them pump it. So what if we're invaded? Pfizer says F assets have launched today as well, bro, on Sunday. There you go, my brother. There you go, right? But there's more, by the way. Faisal, I know you're a massive XRP holder. Let me tell you a few things that's going to excite you a little bit, right? So with the initiation of ROUSD, right? So I'm going to keep XRP aside for now because you know my views on XRP. It is what it is. If it pumps, it pumps. It makes me money, it makes me money. But let's just keep it there, right? XRP, and I'm going to respect it as a blockchain, nothing else, right? So now let's talk about ROUSD because there's some fascinating things about ROUSD, right? ROUSD has opened up doors for the institutional DeFi, Decentralized finance, right? We own that. Decentralized. That's supposed to be us. But now they're having decentralized finance, right? In the institution. So institutional finance, right? Kind of a DeFi version of institution. So what they're going to be able to do is go and lock their ROUSD. So they're buying ROUSD, right? Because if they lock it, they can get rewards. And of course, guess what one of the rewards are? If people buy ROUSD, lock it into the protocol, right? There are platforms forming, and these are all centralized, by the way, right? Where you go and you lock your ROUSD, you receive XRP as a reward. XRP as a reward, right? So there's plus and minus. You know, what if these guys collect the XRP as a reward, like airdrop, and then dump it on people? And then there's minus. Minus is good because if people are more and more people are receiving them and they're holding them, that's a massive plus. Because remember, XRP, there's 100 billion tokens and that's it, right? And remember, 80% of that was allocated to the whatever Ripple Labs, right? Remember this, right? So there's 80% of that there. So of course they're not minting any more coins. None of that's happening, but that means there's going to be a little bit more distribution. But ROUSD initiates the fact that now they can have lock their ROUSD and receive real world assets or XRP as a reward. So there are different companies doing different things. There's one company actually converting, saying if you hold ROUSD, you will be able to like stake it and receive T-bills, right? So great, good luck to them. I don't know if we can do that in the UK or other parts of the world, but that's a US thing. So yeah, that should be really good as well. However, if they do open it up for everybody else, and we can actually claim XRP, then yeah, that's going to be really good as well. So just by holding ROUSD, so for example, you have $1,000 sitting on USDC or USDT, they're encouraging you to now hold that in ROUSD. You lock that into some protocol, some centralized protocol, right? I hate centralization. Sorry guys, I hate centralization. But anyway, you hold it into some centralized protocol and it rewards you back XRP. By all means, right? As long as people don't start dumping it, because if they dump their XRP, then yeah, we can see a bloodbath. There's a lot you don't know, brother. Listen, I may sound like I hate XRP. I've never hated XRP. That's where everybody gets it wrong. I just don't like the freaking founders and the centralization. That's all it is. I just don't like that. So everything I'm telling you now is centralization, right? And I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to monetize on it. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not the coin, it's not our holders and all the community. No, the XRP army is strong. I've never had anything against them. But it's the freaking founders and all the connection and all the banks and all the institution. Now the freaking government is backing them. That's what I don't like about them, right? That's what I don't like about them. So it's all that surveillance and all of that other possibilities that may come with it. That's the risk that I don't like. In fact, I'm actually editing a video. It's taking a bit of time because I can't get all the images and the video. What I've did was I created an AI voice model, because I'm not going to do it because it's going to be much more nicer that way. AI voice model regarding the situations that I see where there may be problems, and I just want people to wake up. That's all it is, right? But funny thing is to do with ROUSD. So I'll release that at some stage anyway. That's going to be, I'm doing some work on it. But yeah, it's hard, man. It's not easy getting all the material together. So yeah, that's happening. It's happening, right? So as I said, there's a plus and there's a minus, right? The minus is if people start dumping, then yeah, of course, it's going to bleed the market. Plus is if more and more people are going to be holding. The plus is that more and more supply goes to people's hand. And remember, I'm a big fan, right? I don't want the founders and the institution holding majority of the coins. I want the public to hold majority of the coins, right? And that you can actually say that's fire. That's the one, my brother. That's the one. Faisal says, no, bro, I don't justify anything to trolls. Real ones, no, bro. Awesome, my brother. Matthew says, I got in the Discord, Sham. Thanks for all the hard work. Anytime, my brother, anytime. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. You know, if you got any questions or whatever, as I say, always say, guys, and I'm always truthful and honest about this. If I can answer it, I will answer it. If I can't answer it, I won't answer it. All right. If I think something is something, then I will say something is something, right? For example, yesterday, I think last night, there was this particular coin. I can't remember what it was, quantum something, right? Someone mentioned it. So I went in, looks like a legit coin. I went onto CoinMarketCap, done all the search, went to their website, done all the search, and looked at their coin and contract. And then I had a problem. Because when I'm reading through, because I don't have this like smoke screen in front of me, because I'm seeing things clearly, right? So when I'm reading through, I'm like, okay, this is a layer 1 blockchain. So these are keywords, layer 1 blockchain, doing this, doing that, everything's all good. So I'm happy. I go to the bottom, fine. And then I'm like, okay, I want to go to the developer page because they got their SDK and everything. So hey, as a developer, I need to go and see the developer page, right? So I want to go and see that coming soon. I'm okay, fine. So that's already a red flag for me. I'm like, hold on, you're promoting it, you've created all of this, but where is the link to that? You don't have it, fine. So then I connect the other part, which is like, hold on, you're a layer 1 blockchain who are launching a cryptocurrency ERC20 on Ethereum. I got a problem with you already. You can't be a layer 1. You are not a layer 1. So I said, look, it just sounds fishy to me. It smells dodgy to me. So that was my opinion. Do you know what I mean? That's my last opinion. Whether you buy or not, that's a different story. Whether they're raising funds through Ethereum and then they're going to launch their own thing, I don't know. But I'm just putting my opinion. It just smells really fishy to me. So that's how I am. I'll just tell you what it is. Whether you like it or not, that's a different story, right? But that's just my opinion, nothing more. So yeah. I mean, guys, every one of you guys, I do appreciate all of you guys always coming here and everything as well. As I said, Matthew, Crypto Roach, everybody, and Let's Go as well, right? I love his name. Let's Go. You're all welcome to join Discord. Not a problem. Any questions or whatnot, talk to me there. And if you guys want anything, any private conversations, then yeah, that's the best place, right? But as I said, there's a lot of things I don't like doing on YouTube, and especially I don't promote any of my work here at all. I might talk about some experiences or interactions I've had or news I've gathered, but other than that, I won't really say anything else. So it is what it is, right? But I always say sometimes, you know what, if there are people out there, like, this is all I'm going to say, and I think Faisal can agree with that, because I did say pretty much the same thing to him as well. I said, look, there are things that you want to do which is just there on the surface that you might be thinking that that's probably the right way of doing certain things, but sometimes there's an alternative, and maybe you're just not thinking that way. So it does sometimes help to go and see a consultant or some sort of an expert or somebody in that field where they've had many years experience, and just speak to them and see if there's an alternative solution. That's all it is. So other than that, guys, it's been an absolute awesome stream, because I'm trying to keep it within the hour, because I've promised to my community and everybody as well. I said, guys, I'm going to try and keep it between 30 minutes to 1 hour. I know a lot of you guys don't like the 3 hour long streams, but you know, we are going to do those sometimes, but I'll mention it to you guys anyway when I do. But yeah, I mean, look, it's been awesome. Thank you very much to all of you guys for coming to the show. Right, it's been an absolute pleasure. As I said, regarding pudgy penguins, I'm sure there's a link on Discord. Matthew, there's a link on Discord. If you have ever interacted with some NFTs or whatnot, right? Doesn't matter if it's Solana, doesn't matter if it's Ethereum, just go and check out whichever wallet, because as Roach said, he was able to go through all of his wallets, and there was one wallet that gave him the airdrop. Whereas in myself, some burner wallets I don't keep, so I don't even have them, sadly. But there's one burner wallet that I've had since 2017, right? And I've done loads of transactions on that. Loads, bought loads of crap with that, right? But that didn't get it. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, right? So if you don't get it, you don't get it. But sometimes these things they pay you. So end of the day, Roach, thank you very much, brother. Because you know, Roach, honestly, I didn't even have a subject. I was going to come and talk about Bitcoin, brother, and then you dropped pudgy penguins and you dropped that tweet, and I was like, that's it, that's the thumbnail, because I didn't have a thumbnail. So you gave me the thumbnail. Thank you. Thank you, brother. All right. Other than that, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure having you all here. Thank you very much. Make sure to smash the like button. As I said, it doesn't matter if you subscribe or not. Of course, we want to get to 10,000 subscribers. That's a dream we have, right? Now, whether you subscribe or not, it doesn't matter. But do smash the like button so other people can actually find this information, and maybe that will help them. And if you like the content, do consider sharing with one another, right? That's another thing I don't say that often. But yeah, just like, share, subscribe, do whatever helps the channel, basically. And we're trying to get somewhere, so at least we can do much more better stuff. And I've promised as well to the community, I said, guys, if we get to a level where we got 50,000, maybe 100,000 subscribers, of course it's a dream, right? But if we do get to that level, I'll be here full time for you, and I'll do it in a I won't just sit here. I'll have a freaking studio for you guys. you know what I mean? I'll do a studio for you guys. So yeah, I'll invest my time. But other than that, as I said, don't panic about the market. It's all good. Buy the dips, right? No financial advice, and we should be good. I'll see you guys on another one, hopefully tomorrow. If not, then maybe day after tomorrow. But if you guys do have something that maybe you want me to talk about, I'll take some time out and I'll come on. Even if it's just for an hour, half an hour, 1 hour, we'll come on and we'll talk about something. Okay, other than that, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos.